Hey family, we are live, broadcasting live. This is the Conversation Room 101. Make sure it's only adults in the house. I need your mind to be open, prepared, and relaxed. Welcome to our home. Take your shoes off. We got some rules we need to go over. Be kind. No cursing in the chat. If you want to curse, call in. And no shouting out other channels. That's a no-no. We got one other rule. There is no judging our guests. It will not be permitted. Zero tolerance. And if so, you want to do that, guess what? We got security. And we will escort you out. Because over here, hashtag we don't care. We're going to be one big family. We're going to laugh together sometimes. We're going to cry. But we definitely going to pray. I thank the Lord above for everything. I lift him up and give him the glory. But you guys, right now, we're going to get our popcorn. And then we're going to see what's going on. And let me just park my car. And I'll be in there in a minute. I'll see you soon.
The Copyright Disclaimer Act. The Copyright Disclaimer Act under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news, reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is used permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Do you want to know? Well, I've been thinking about you, and I think you'll have to listen, because the sun is up, it's a beautiful day. My beginning will be as bright as the sun.
Missing in Savannah.
And then you come around, and it feels so right. It's like luck is raining on me. Go and follow your heart. Doesn't matter how far. There is so much love to give. Something's telling me this time. Baby, baby, now I know. Baby, baby, gotta go. There is so much love to give. Something's telling me it's right. When you came to me, oh, I knew it's you, yeah, boy.
Where is Cody?
Hey family, how's everybody doing? Thank you guys for showing on up. We got a lot of stuff going on. We also on Petition today. Thank you, Lisa Calhoun, for the musical notes. We were sitting over here just chatting a little bit. Had a lot of work getting done. We're going to talk about the Quinton Simon case, you guys. First, I'm going to give you guys the little update that is going on. If you guys don't know, thank you guys for coming on in and liking and sharing and subscribing. All right. I want to go ahead and get started because, yes, I am a little bit tired, but I've got a lot of stuff going on. And I want to thank everybody for showing up and continuing to show up like you do. I love to see you guys come on in here. I don't want to be talking to myself, but I will. Anyway, you guys, Quinton Simon is still missing. They came out and said, hey, you know what? Leilani is not only the prime suspect, but she's the only suspect. So that's getting a lot of people reared up in their feelings and emotions. And they're like, well, if she's the prime suspect, then arrest her. And I was like, well, why she ain't arrested yet? Yeah, everybody wanted to be arrested. And here's the thing, you guys. She's a prime suspect, but they don't have enough evidence. That's why they haven't arrested her. You guys know that. That's why they have not arrested. Next question. They claim past abuse. Babysitter says she cared for the boys for months. Okay, she gave them baths. Yeah, I seen everything that babysitter said. So, okay. So anyway, I want you guys to know that Quinton's dad, Bubba, mother passed away last week. Just last week, you guys. Bubba, that would have been Quinton's grandmother. Bubba's mother passed away, and they buried her or whatever. They're doing whatever. But on the you know, I guess the funeral arrangements or whatever, and they reference Quinton as a surviving grandchild. I'm just letting you guys know, if you didn't know, because I think every aspect of information is important. You guys understand what I'm saying? Because Quinton came up missing on the 5th. Now, so Bubba been knowing. I mean, I wouldn't say, yeah, just because the police says they suspect or they presume him to be deceased, I probably wouldn't put him on the obituary saying, yeah, he deceased, because you're telling me this, but I don't see no baby or no body or anything. So of course I would put it there too. But the news reported on it, not me reporting on it. I'm just telling you what the news reported on. And the news said that Bubba, on the obituary of his mother, put down that Quinton was a surviving grandchild. And they said that there's like 100 people and resources still looking for Quinton in the landfill, but their hopes done went down, you guys. Their hope for this baby, they're saying that they're getting low belief that they're going to find this child in that landfill. Now, here's the thing. So there's a video, right? Let's talk about it. Today, Wednesday, anybody can come up. If you want to come up, if you want to call, you can call. If you got something to share, you can share it or whatever. But they got this video, and somebody said they got 2 videos that they seen Leilani put the trash in the trash dumpster where she lived, with the mama. And then she went to a trailer park and put the trash there or whatever. I don't know why, or why would she do that? Why would that do that? And why would she get up 6 o'clock in the morning and do it? Because remember, the child was last seen by the boyfriend at 6 a.m. before he went to work. And actually, 6 a.m., I don't know nobody that clocks in at 6:30. So if you clock in at 6 o'clock and you're supposed to be there at 7 o'clock, why was you late? Why was you late? I'm telling you guys, could have been, I'm just asking you a question. You guys, please ask me. So, could have been drunk and somebody took the baby or killed the baby, or the baby accidentally fell in the pool or whatever. And while Leilani was intoxicated on whatever she was doing, could have done something to the baby and then probably told her, get up, honey, take this and go take this. Don't take this and put it in the trash here. Go take this, put it in the trash down there, and she do it and stuff. She don't even thinking. She probably thinking that the kids was probably at the babysitter. Who knows? Could the babysitter be setting her up? Because now the babysitter, yes, Gail, the babysitter is going ham on the family, saying that the kids was always dirty, never fed. You know what I'm saying? Always dirty, never fed. I can't even remember all the stuff she said. I wish somebody just sent it to me, because I was on this phone when I was looking at it, and the babysitter was. Matter of fact, let me try to find it. Let me just try to find it, because this babysitter was really tripping. And I'm just saying, so he saw the baby before work. Yeah, he's saying that he's seen the baby at 6 a.m. Okay, here it is right here. I got it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, they done took it down. Hold on. Let me see if they done took it down, because new allegations of neglect has been made against Simon and the grandmother, Miss Howe. The family, as the search going on Friday, Fox News talked to the babysitter, Dana McCarthy, who had been watching Quinton and his two other siblings for about 9 months before October the 5th, before the disappearance, believing that the infant drowned. So they're saying that Dana believes that the infant drowned, revealing she found the boys alone in the family pool over the summer. I felt, this is what she said. This is what Miss McCarthy, the babysitter, says. I'm not jumping on her. I'm just letting you guys know. Hold on. This is SP.
Hey, Esther, this is Miss Sproul out of Bellflower. How are you?
I'm good.
Oh, okay. Do you think that this woman or these people have cut them? I mean, he wasn't that big. One trash bag could have fit him like he's trash. But do you think that they cut that baby up?
They cut the baby up?
I said, do you think they could have possibly cut Quinton up? If she went to 2 different trash cans.
If she would have cut that baby up, they would have been done found him, and they would have been done found. But remember, on October the 12th, they got a lot of evidence, and that's when it became a criminal investigation.
Right.
Okay, but if they would have cut the baby up by the 5th and the 12th, they would have found something before then.
Well, I guess depending on what kind of, I mean, did she take it to the landfill, or what's the place her and her mom was having these drinks? I thought I saw water. I mean, I'm trying to find out where's this little fella, because he deserves
Stingray. It's a little resort down there.
You got water, right?
Yeah.
I thought I saw water.
Yeah.
So they put the baby in a thing. They may be looking in the wrong place.
Yeah.
Because if you put them in a cooler or a tote or something, like the other baby that was missing, that woman, the boyfriend's, the father's girlfriend put the baby in that truck at the hotel, or the chest at the hotel or whatever. I mean, this is just, I mean,
well, they met friends at that little bar thing.
Okay. Yeah, but she out roaming around, or whoever's out roaming around at 6 a.m. in the morning, and you going to a trailer, then you going to the job, who knows where this little fella could be. This is almost a month, a couple of days.
Yeah. But yeah, you're right.
And that's the worrisome part, because, babies just don't disappear. And we all know that. Mods has been on it, you've been on it. I was looking on after surgery Monday. I was in so much pain, I told them cut the TV off. But I've been praying that they find this little fella. I mean, they give some of us some rest, but no complete rest until somebody is prosecuted for this little baby's disappearance. Yeah, Cody.
Yeah.
Because you can't, any person or mother had, some of these men are getting upset and out there protesting. I mean, they care about human life, but when you start caring about human life, you become a monster or animal.
I know, but I mean, what good is it? I mean, but yeah.
I don't understand. Well, I'm going to get back in the chat on this pillow and continue to watch.
Okay.
All right, I'll let you later.
All right. Bye. You guys know, it's kind of hard to say anything on this case, because you've got people that's on different sides of what they believe. See, here we go. This is SP.
Yeah, SP. Now, this particular babysitter,
Yeah.
and it did come out, they didn't give all of her criminal history, but they gave about half of it. But the babysitter, she's been arrested before in the past
Mm-hmm.
for making false police reports and lying in an investigation. She's had other charges against her, domestic violence charges. She's had other charges. She's got about 50 different aliases, names.
Mm-hmm.
She's been in the penitentiary before.
Mm-hmm.
And these, to me, if I were hiring a babysitter,
Right.
that wouldn't be a babysitter I'd even consider. So I
Right.
don't know what to tell you guys, but the more I see of this babysitter, the more I see, and I'm going to put it to you this way, innocent men in America through history have been hung by lynch mobs because somebody like the babysitter wants to get up there and tell lies on a smear campaign. I'm not saying this is the case, but in everything I'm seeing, it's pointing to the fact that it goes right back to this babysitter. Example. Now, anybody will tell you she's cared for these babies for so many months. She claims she's the only one that gave them a bath, that, their mom never gave them a bath or nothing. Okay.
Right.
Okay, well, if these babies were being abused like she claimed on her first interview,
Mm-hmm.
quote unquote, her mouth, not mine, her mouth, she saw multiple bruises on Quinton and belt marks around his neck.
Mm-hmm.
Then she turns around later on down the road and says, oh no, the baby fell at my house once and it was tiny bruises and I never said nothing about it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Let's just to say that she ain't the one that abused these kids. Maybe she had them the night before. Okay, what everybody's not understanding is Billy Joe, who's got custody of the children, told this babysitter and had an agreement with the babysitter that she was not to take those children back across the street, that she was to keep them in her home, in her care, until she returned from out of town. Okay. Billy Joe had the babysitter fully paid up in full, and these were the rules that the babysitter was supposed to abide by. Now, the babysitter's taking them kids back across the street. She'd already been told by Billy Joe what she knew. Billy Joe had custody of the kids. The mother didn't have custody. The boyfriend didn't have custody. I don't care what anybody says. If I knew that the grandmother had custody and they're saying that, that they're texting her to bring the kids back over there, why did she take the kids back over there? She was supposed to have them in her house. And why did she take them back across the street? Maybe something happened to Quinton and she went back over there and told the mom and the boyfriend, well, your kid, your problem. We don't know. But I'm saying that many men have been hung throughout centuries because of somebody that's on a damn smear campaign and somebody who wants to tell a bunch of lies.
Right.
And the only thing I've caught this babysitter doing from day one is telling lies.
Okay.
You know what I mean? How do we know she didn't hurt the baby? Was we there? Is there one witness that can get up to say they saw mom kill Quinton? They can all be standing there, and I've seen this on the lives. Listen to this. Right outside their house, okay, neighbor comes out with a gun, children are around. I've seen them do, matter of fact, illegal drug transaction. Somebody was selling Xanax live in front of the house, some of the protesters. We're talking about people with children around, cussing and yelling and screaming. They're no better. They're no better. And here we got this lynch mob that's ready to get this woman, and we don't know. Maybe she is guilty. But I can say one thing. The only thing I see guilty from this mother is being young, dumb, and stupid. And I think that the woman's mentally ill. I think that she's a severe druggie. That's the truth. But I think on the day in question, I mean, it's just my opinion, that mom might have been so doped up you could have told her anything and she would have agreed to it. She probably didn't even know her own name. You know?
Yeah.
And if the babysitter's daughter was downstairs banging her boyfriend, that's just more reason for the boyfriend to give mom more dope to keep her upstairs so she don't come downstairs and interrupt those two. Maybe that door was open and the baby got out and got in the pool. You know, we don't know. We wasn't there. But I just hope to God this ain't no damn lynch mob against the girl, and that her crime was being a neglectful, drug addict, mentally unfit mother. You know what I mean?
Right. Well,
I don't know. But the babysitter, she had to bathe them kids. If they were so abused, she would have seen it.
right.
She ain't going to tell me she ain't going to see it. There ain't no way. And I know she's lying. I know dang well she's lying. So I want people to think about that one too.
Okay.
And that's all I'm going to say about it. I'm going to let you go.
All right. All right. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Okay. So you guys can call in and voice your opinion about what you think's going on. And let's go over this timeline a little bit. Okay. Well, no, this is not the timeline. This is what the babysitter is now not only on Facebook and on Twitter and YouTube. She literally talked to the news reporter and said that she believes the infant drowned, which we all believe. I mean, it's not like you're a rocket scientist. If they're draining the pool and after they drank the pool, they found evidence that came to a criminal investigation, then there's probably something in the pool that shows that maybe Quinton was in the pool or he drowned, or maybe a diaper or whatever. And, you know, they got ways to kind of show if, you know, maybe who knows what was in the pool. Who knows what they found, but they came out with sacks. But I mean, this is what I tell people to look at. And I know everybody's in their feelings. I look at it like this. She's a prime suspect for a reason. We think that the police have no clue of what they're doing. And the FBI have no clue what they're doing. When they got the answers, they got answers to things that we don't have, like video, phone conversations, text messages, witnesses, statements, that we don't have none of that. And so we start assuming what we assume. And but the babysitter is now saying that she believes that the infant drowned, revealing she found the boy alone in the pool over the summer. She says, I felt the whole time that this has happened that Quinton got out and maybe got into the pool. She's 47 years of age, the babysitter. She told Fox News, that's my feelings all along, because Quinton's brother, Zion, can open that door and they've gotten out before. I go down there and they were in the pool and we got them out. Leilani, the boy's mother, was sleeping. It was scary. They said she was in the house sleeping and didn't even know that the kids was outside in the pool. I'm just telling you what the babysitter says. She also says, so McCarthy, who was captured having a public spat with Simon's grandmother, that's the day that the babysitter allegedly called Billy Joe over to her house. And she was just suggesting a memorial service, which they're saying a memorial service. And she was like, I wasn't saying it's a memorial service. I was saying pray for him. But a memorial service is what the news is saying. She suggested for the missing 20-month-old and the disappearance. And Billy Joe and Dana was caught arguing and hollering at each other. And who had the camera? The babysitter's daughter. Then we heard that the babysitter daughter and Danny, which Danny is the boyfriend, was having some kind of sexual affair. And they actually had the sexual affair the day that Quinn came up missing. Whatever. But I'm going to tell you guys something. If you pay attention to something, okay, here's the thing. I may not understand what's going on because all these people that's down there protesting, they got rap sheets. You know what I'm saying? They're like, this person's like, I lost my kids. I lost my baby. I was on drugs. You know, I got a rap sheet. But they're ready to just throw Leilani out the window. The police put out a statement today saying, basically, they were saying, look, she's not only the prime suspect, but the only prime suspect. That holds weight, you guys. It holds weight. I don't know why, but it holds weight. They're not backing off saying, oh, we could make a mistake. Or, I mean, if that's your update, that's saying we just ain't found the child. That's what it's telling me. We just ain't found the child, and we got one shot to get this right. And we ain't trying to go arrest somebody. And, you know, maybe there was a diversion. Maybe they put the bags in there, but Quinn was gone way before 5:30, which I believe. Quinn was gone way before 5:30. And they probably did that because they knew that they were going to track their cars or whatever and their phones. So she went and go put trash in there. And now she's sitting back like she's smart. Because when people do stuff, when they live that kind of life, you guys, they get smarter. And could somebody be setting her up? Of course. I'm never going to say somebody's wrong in here when they have a right to their opinion and they may see something I don't see. They may have some feelings I don't feel. Because it is possible Leilani is being set up. But with the police coming out like they do, they make it hard for me to think of anyone else. If the police, because put yourself in Leilani, BJ's shoes. Put yourself in BJ's shoes. You don't want to hear that your daughter did something. You're still hoping and praying that your grandchild would be found and somebody just took him or the father took him and she was just whacked out and he was just whacked out and nobody really knows. And maybe Bubba did sneak out the back door and drive down there and get the kid and nobody knows. Maybe the boyfriend got mad because he was getting kicked out. It's just so happened. And this is what I try to tell people. It's like, I don't get mad at the babysitter. You guys can get mad at the babysitter if you want, but I don't get mad at the babysitter because someone told me this. You've got the grandmother speaking out, crying. Some of you guys be like, oh, those are not tears. They making themselves cry and they're talking or whatever. But when a person don't speak, like on the Cody case, the mama don't speak, y'all leave them alone. But when they speak, it's dang if you do and dang if you don't. I don't know what happened, you guys. I wish I did know. I'd be praying for the Lord to give me the answer. I look at Leilani and I look when she's talking on the news and she was like, I didn't do this. And she's looking at her mama. She's looking at her mama like, Mama, you believe me? And mama's going, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm looking. I'm trying to put myself in that shoe. I'm looking and I'm feeling like if that was my daughter, I would be so angry and frustrated. But I don't know what to believe. So for BJ to support her daughter, I understand. I'm not saying I'm like, yeah, that's what you're supposed. I'm just saying I understand. That's her child. She don't know if, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody's doing drugs. Everybody over there doing drugs. Everybody. I don't even know how the grandma got the kids. She doing more drugs than Leilani. I showed y'all a picture of her 2 years ago and how big she was. And look at her now. She looked like she's on Jenny Craig diet. Like it was like. And she says, you know how you do dumb stuff when you on drugs? When I'm on drugs, I do dumb stuff. And I'm like, what? How did they see? You shouldn't even have the kids. None of y'all should have had the kids. Then there's protesters out there talking about they done took my kids and I had my kids taken, but they gave you your kids. You know what I'm saying? It's like, are you really there for Quinton? Because I don't know. I'm not bashing the protesters. I know some of you guys may like them or you don't like them. I'm not bashing them because sometimes you got to do what you got to do. If you feel like that'll help or put pressure, I'm all for it. I really am. I'm all for it. Whether I like you or not, I'm all for it. Because sometimes that's what you feel. So Corey Bixby trial is delayed for a evaluation for Corey. Let me see, did I read this right? Y'all wait till we get on here and then y'all want to bust stuff out. Corey's trial delayed so they can get a mental evaluation done. They there to put the pressure on at they doing something which is using their public platform to give a voice to Quinton. Right. That's why I'm not, like, I don't have to like someone. And I understand if that's all they can do is, take their hard-earned money, jump on a plane or drive down there. They did that. You know what I'm saying? They were able to do that. Some people can't. If I could, I would. You know, I'm between jobs, you know, and I got to show up, you know. And even if I did show up, I can only be there for 2 or 3 days. But what could I do? You know, what can I do? Pass out flyers? You've got 2 dozen, 3 dozen. Pass out those flyers. Somebody seen something. Somebody knows something. Somebody said something. Somebody seen something. That boyfriend knows something. All I see, LE searching landfills. A whole street is holding down a circus. Mama and babysitter arguing across the street, and spectators that's pushing narratives, going at it on social media. Exactly. I'm Corey. Wow. Lisa Calhoun said, what? Yeah. Yeah. We do not name YouTubers channels over here. No, we do not. No, we do not. We do not want to argue with other people. Oh, send it, Miss Tina. Send it. Hold on, you guys. Let me holler real quick. I think that's my husband. Yeah, it's got to be my husband because I locked the door. They would not give Leilani to confess. They will not get Leilani to confess with this circus, in your opinion. She's running further because negativity, my opinion, from addiction would drive her to run. Just saying. She probably done committed herself. Corey is now supposed to be mentally ill. Come on now. Lisa Calhoun. You said what? Now you done went and looked and found some stuff. Send me the receipt. Send me the receipt, you guys. This is SP.
Good evening, SP. How are you this evening?
I'm okay. I'm kind of relaxed. What's going on?
Oh, I thought you were still on.
I'm on. We're on. We're live. I'm just saying, you know, like it's a lot of emotions in this, you know, and I'm just
looking at the chat, and I couldn't comment because my for some reason YouTube is messed up right now. But I just wanted to say good evening to the family and everyone. These cases more and more are very tragic. That is now, I believe this is a ploy of. I'm gonna start with the Bixby case. To hear that tells me that his team is not ready.
Right.
And they use that as their trump card to say, wait a minute, we think something's wrong with him because he's not, we can't get him to do whatever it is. I just don't see them. Why didn't they do that before?
Right. Matter of fact, they said wasn't nothing wrong with him.
Exactly. So that was their what I want to say, ace card.
Right.
Because they do know that the prosecution has a very strong case against him. But I said this some time ago, a long time ago, when this Bixby case came out. Don't be surprised if you don't see people mimicking what he said. Look at the timeline. I saw him at 6 a.m. I saw him at 2 a.m. It's as if these people want us to believe babies at this age are just doing traumatic things. I'm sorry. I can't sign up on a small child getting up even at 6 a.m. It's still dark. I don't know little kids that get up and
I just don't. When they get up and it's dark, they start crying. And I have little kids around me. So
Right.
I really do have a problem with this. I'm agreeing with you, LaKendra. Everybody associated with this needs to be, something needs to happen with them. From the mother, the grandmother, the babysitter. If you saw marks on a child and you continuously turned your head, you just as guilty as the house that child had to go back to. Now you want to talk because now your daughter may be involved some kind of way because she was there at the house. So now you want to talk about the family, but you didn't say anything when you was receiving the funds for the family. I have a problem with that. Yes, we do want to help each other. You know, we don't want the kids to have to go out the neighborhood, so we find somebody in the neighborhood. Listen, you can get a little stifling if you watch the kids. But if we all doing the same thing, what makes you any better? Because you don't do it until Saturday and Sunday.
Right.
So I think that we want to always give a pass to the mom because she might have been. You had kids, honey. When do you stop trying to be a child? And then your mother join in with you. We have to not be, and I say we generally, not anyone in the chat. If it don't fit, it don't fit. But we have to stop being codependents to people. When these things happen, let's hold everybody associated with these kids accountable until the police who's doing the investigation checks them off the list. Nobody is exempt right now.
Right.
The baby is missing and you still moving around. I have a problem with that.
Right.
I don't care. Corey all of a sudden is losing his mind, but your son has never been found.
I can understand why the people are like, if she's the prime suspect, why is she still loose? Because, you know what I'm saying? I mean, if you put like, I mean, in a different state, you have Cody missing, and then you got some neglect, but he's in jail. You know what I'm saying? Which
and so even if nothing else, why don't you? I agree with you, SB. Why aren't we locking people up? Even if you think it's something else to have, he's locked up not on one thing. He's locked up on, like you said, on neglect.
Right.
You're looking at 160 something years, and you know that this child has been neglected.
Yeah.
The fact that he's missing, he's been neglected.
Yeah, they're saying, "Oh, we don't want to get it wrong. We got one chance." Well,
no, you don't. You don't have no one chance. You got more than one chance.
You can lock her up on a lot of things. First of all, if she was drinking and getting high, and she don't even remember, and she's at home with the kids, that's neglect by itself. Exactly. And yeah, she can get out, but it will hold some more weight if you don't ever find the child. But here's the thing. If they're saying, they came on today on national TV and said, the news said that they made references that she's not only the prime suspect, but she's the only prime suspect.
And here's the thing. Okay, let's switch over to the baby in the suitcase. Why you have a warrant out for that baby mother? But you're not locking this mother up. You're not doing anything with her. They
do got a warrant out for the baby in the suitcase.
Yeah, I said you have. That's what I said. Excuse me if you didn't hear me correct. You have a warrant out for that mother.
Right.
Doing nothing with this mother. We gotta stop it. We have to stop it. Make it, as they say, make it make sense.
Well, her fingerprints was on that bag that baby was in the suitcase.
Mm-hmm.
But they said that they got some evidence when at that day that they drank that pool on October the 12th. That's when it became a criminal investigation.
Okay. I believe, SB, that's why they're saying what they're saying. But when you look at these cases now, Corey's case is totally just we just can't make heads and tails of that right now. But when you look at the little boy in the suitcase, when that name came up, I was like, wow, how coincidental. But these cases are constantly like a repeat to me. You went to bed and the kid was in the bed, and then you woke up, and only out of all of those kids, it's always the youngest kid or something. Why? Why? How is it that you're talking about okay? I'm just saying. Everybody. I'm agree with Miss Phyllis, who said that I think that everybody needs to be locked up. Everybody. Or detained until somebody tell me something.
Yeah, they can hold them. They can hold everybody for 3 days, 72 hours, without charging them with anything. Just so that you can do the investigation and talk to them or whatever, you know.
Miss Babysitter, you said on this which date did the baby come? Nothing is. It's like you all wonder. We have to sit back and ask ourselves this: why is it? It's other cases that I've been looking at or popping up on my feed. What is wrong with people? They killing these babies. Do you think this is not going to come back to you? Do you think I'm not even going to get into specifics, but you just killing. But if you don't want them, trust me, it's so many people that want a child and will love a baby.
Right.
You know, and if you have a problem that bad, what you doing with kids anyway?
Right.
And grandma, I'm saying, I'm going down the list. If my son turned my granddaughter over to me, and then I start doing what you're doing, then somebody need to come and get me. Because the purpose of her coming to me is so that she can be safe. Why would I? Oh no, this don't make sense. Make it make sense to me. It's too much. We don't want to be adults. Nobody want to be adults. Everybody want to be everybody's friend. This girl couldn't be getting me to go nowhere. You gonna tell me when you went to sleep, what was he doing? Right. Why did you go? This child is not supposed to be around these kids. What job did you take out of town?
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing that kind of baffles me, because the babysitter would be like, we just go over there and the kids was outside, so we get the kids and she was in there sleeping and da-da-da-da-da. If that's so, like they're always at the babysitter, even when she's not working, they're at the babysitter, and the babysitter said they're always dirty, they always hungry, we feed them and everything. But okay, so you wake up and your child's not there. Why would you start screaming and hollering when your babysitter lived across the street? And exactly. Why you didn't call your babysitter and say, hey, is Quinn over there? Or have you seen Quinn?
Did you come and get the baby?
Did you come get the baby? Why would you know what I'm saying? Okay, you said you went outside and looked, but why would you not go over to the babysitter's house and ask her, hey, you got Quinn over here?
Exactly. Like I said, it's like it's like.
And then there's probably cameras that show that she didn't come outside hollering and screaming, just like on the California City Boys when he went down the same street. He ain't really looking for the kid. He just, my phone, and I'm gonna go through the steps or whatever. But I'm just saying I'm just saying.
Yeah. Them babies always are gone before they are announced that they're gone. They're already gone. And it's like we got to go through the process. We got to make sure our stories are straight. I just don't understand what it is that, people now are doing so much to these babies. I'm not going to tie the line up anymore. I just wanted to say all of them need to be held accountable. And accountability don't mean you got to go to jail. Like you said, 72 hours, somebody going to say something. It's going to be more than I saw her with them dirty. Somebody going to talk, because don't nobody like being caged up.
Yeah, because, okay, So the grandmother was supposed to have paid the babysitter that, I guess, to keep the kids. That's the story now, or allegedly. I don't know. But allegedly, she's supposed to have done paid this babysitter that she wasn't even supposed to bring the kids over there. So why would she be up hollering and screaming and everything when there was a phone call or a text message at 5:29 that said, hey, the kids are not coming?
Exactly. Everybody forgets that. Everybody, like you said, they think once they start rolling with the story, they think they're smarter than everybody on the block. They think they're smarter than the police. And I agree with you. The police, as much as they make mistakes, they're not going to keep making the same mistakes. They're going to do something else, but they're not going to make the same mistakes. It's too much riding on it. It's too many kids
Right.
that have. My only thing is that, like you expressed, and we can agree, and others may disagree. Why isn't the mother locked up? Why isn't she locked up? And in other cases, we see that individual is behind bars.
And they ain't found this baby. They were like, oh no, we're gonna find him in this landfill. Oh, for sure. Guarantee we're gonna find him in the landfill. Now, after a whole week, they're like, well, it looks kind of grim.
Exactly.
It's the probability is really low now. Why? Because you're getting to the end of what was dumped. See, but here's the thing. I think if they thought that Quinton was in that landfill, then that boyfriend got something to do with it. And he probably told her, now when I leave and go to work, now we're going, okay, because we done forgot that the babysitter, yeah, hurry up and text her, don't let her come over here. We don't want to be answering the door and she's seeing, I only seen one baby. We don't need her. But I'm just saying. So we go ahead and text her and say we don't need her. But something was done way before 5:30. It didn't happen because where Leilani had the car when the boyfriend had the car and went to work.
Supposedly going to work.
And then he was late 17 minutes.
Exactly.
Or y'all got a car, but let her keep the car. She ain't even got a freaking job. She at home laying down, but let her keep the car and you go to work and go catch a ride. Let me tell you something. If we together and I got the job, I'm not going to leave you the car and catch a ride.
No, you're not. That ain't happening.
It's so much, but the babysitter is I think she wants the acknowledgement that she keeps saying, I'm not seeing anything else. I'm not coming on Facebook. I'm not going to say anything. But then she comes back. Well, the house is always dirty. They never feed the kids. They had marks on them, but I didn't make a thing, and she puts herself in there, the equation, like, you guys are saying stuff about me. Go sit your hot tail down somewhere.
Where have we heard this before? You want to be involved when you think you're going to get some publicity. And then when the publicity blows up in your face, you want, my family at risk, my children at risk.
Well, she makes it sound like it could be a possibility that your daughter was banging Danny, and while Leilani was asleep, your daughter and Danny was having sex or whatever and wasn't paying attention to the baby, and the baby drowned. And so while Leilani was upstairs trying to sleep it off, your daughter and Danny got rid of the baby. So now you really throwing rocks at Billy Joe. Hey, Billy Joe, come over here. Let's talk. Okay, y'all record. It's possible.
Exactly.
It is possible. It is very possible.
And the only reason why I said I agree, because we've heard this little lineup before. I went and I saw the baby. I saw his teeth. And I saw it. And then, yeah, all sounds familiar.
Yeah. Or maybe she having some, because It doesn't, people thinking because she 42 and then Danny Mike 27. It doesn't matter. You know, Cougar, Cub, and maybe, I'm just saying, I'm not putting it out there like it is. I don't have no, I'm just saying, you know. When I looked at the woman, I didn't see like she would, even though she got a record or something, it doesn't matter. When I look at her and I looked at what she had on Facebook or something, I just couldn't see her harming a kid. I mean, I didn't see that. You know what I'm saying? But you know, what do look like a harming a kid look like? You know what I'm saying?
Right, define that.
Because it ain't on nobody's forehead. And you know, now that I'm starting not only pediatrics, but I'm now being a psych nurse, I see stuff, girl, and I'll be like, it opens up my eyes that people will do stuff and not really know what they're doing. And yeah. And once it's done, they don't remember. But they were saying Leilani's not saying she don't remember. The police are saying she don't remember.
Yeah. I just
But they got video.
Like with the little boy that they found in the pool before. All of this stuff it really will mess with your psyche. It'll mess with your psyche. Because you cannot imagine. For me, I don't know about anyone else. I'm speaking of myself first. I can't imagine for real harming a child. Now, a grown person, you know, but I'm not even going to say I will harm a grown person. You have to really do something to me for me to think about wanting to hurt you, because I can just distance myself. But the way these babies are being harmed, it's just a travesty. It's just sad.
Right.
I don't know. It's just, and it breaks my heart. I mean, it really pains my heart. Every day you hear about a baby being hurt somewhere, somehow. If they're not being shot up by a stray bullet, or parent doing something. And this is not coming at the hands of like a stranger is doing this, SP. It's happening with family. Right. Okay, because the babysitter is like next to the family. You understand what I'm saying? Right. I just, God help us. Thank you for allowing me to come on, and you be blessed, SP. I'm gonna drop back down in the chat.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye-bye. Hey, I want to thank PS. Thank you for the super chat. And I want to thank Natasha. Thank you for the super chat. Kimberly says, I have also talked to baby Zion's aunt. Kimberly, call in. Call in and talk to us before we get off of here. Kimberly, I have screen recorded of the baby changing up her story, and she never called CPS, only report to the grandma. Right, I've seen that. Kimberly, call in if you need the number. She put them. Let's go to a little break, you guys. All right. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you. Thank you. Hopefully. All right. Thank you, Purple. Thank you for the musical notes and the hearts and the musical. Let me see if Kimberly gonna call in. So she talked to Zion's aunt. I don't know if you don't know the number. Let me put it on here. You can call right now, Kimberly, if you want. I'm not gonna, Thank you, Purple D. I have followed this from day one. Kimberly, you talk to the aunt. Share if you can why BJ didn't take the kids with her when she went out of town. I don't know, The grandmother said in a rant with Babysitter. She paid her to watch the kids while she was working out of state. Listen to it again. That's what I know. I know she said that. The courts need to start checking on these replacements. Exactly, they do. Like she said before, make it make sense exactly. Yeah, and now the Babysitter is taking that back, saying she only said he had 2 bruises. Yeah, they could have happened at her house. He was clumsy. Yes. This is SP.
Hey, Hesty, thank you so much for having me on. I just wanted to say a couple of things real quick, and but thank you first. I love watching your videos. The thing I wanted to say, ma'am.
Huh? Go ahead.
Okay, I'm not the one that talked to the aunt.
Okay.
Okay, so anyway, what I'm going to say is, I've been watching this thing from head to toe for days and days and days, and since the baby went missing. And the thing I find really strange is that Leilani come up with 5 or 6 different excuses. She said that somebody kidnapped the baby originally. Then she said that maybe they came through the front door. Then she said maybe he came through the back door because the brother had the AT&T and the security time, and it shows that the door was open between 2:40 and 5:44 in the morning. So she said maybe the baby went out the back door, and then she started trying to blame Danny. Then she blamed so many different people, but what really made it bad was that the mother posted on Facebook that her daughter, that baby Quinton was dead, and that her daughter was responsible, and that she can't remember. Now, her mama put that on Facebook and then immediately removed it. So it was her mama that made her look guilty right from the very beginning. And then when you look at these police coming out and saying she's the number 1 suspect, usually they don't ever do that. They usually just say, well, she is a suspect and we've got an open investigation. But they targeted her right from the very beginning. So whether she did do it or didn't do it, I mean, if they can't find this baby, Leilani needs to sue the living crap out of the police department for targeting her, because there's been a lot of people targeted by police without information, come to find out they were innocent.
Harassed and everything, knocking on windows and everything.
Yeah. She got all the police got all these. The police is what caused all these protests and come up acting a fool, because the police come right out and said no one else is of interest. Well, how could they say that? And if they're so sure, then they should arrest her. If they're so sure, they should arrest her, but they're not so sure. And I think they caused this chaos to see if this woman would crack. But what they fail to realize is these people all had traps with the law before, the daughter and the mama. The mama's got a really long rap sheet.
Right.
And the brothers done killed somebody. So these people are well aware of the police, and they know not to open their mouth. Leilani will never testify against herself, and neither will the mother. But when you watch that interview that the stepbrother did with Cher, that YouTuber that's sticking by every word with Billy Joe, if you watch the interview, he basically comes right out and makes it look like Leilani is guilty, because every time they throw up a different scenario, well, let me ask you this. If you didn't injure your grandson or your son, would you ever say to the public, well, if I did it, if they find that I did it, then I'll walk myself down there and turn myself in? No, you know what I'd say? Get get the F out of my house, say I done hurt my baby again, I'm going to start whooping up on you like you ain't never been whooped on before. See, but she never did that. She said, well, if I was caught doing it, then I'll walk myself down there. No, ho, if you was caught doing it, the police will bring you to the police station. So none of that makes no sense. That's why I've suspected her of doing something to that baby from the very beginning. My own opinion is I think she killed that baby intentionally because the mother done threatened to throw her out because she got an eviction notice on her, and then she turned around and made her pay child support for them 2 babies. And my own opinion, I think this woman done killed the baby and thought she'd get away with it by throwing it in the trash because she didn't want it anyway. And the bad thing is somebody seen, I don't know, I've never seen the video. I'm sure the cops know. That's probably why the cops, targeted her specifically, because somebody come up with a video about her putting some trash in the dumpster, and maybe they had some dogs out there. But I think the police done messed up really bad, because how could you have 40 FBI agents and a slew of cops and every detectives, and you can't go to the landfill first day and say, hey, you need to, any trash coming into this place, you need to segregate right away and put it in one special spot. Don't, the very first day, just in case she did throw the baby away.
Mm-hmm.
But no, they went for 12 days. On the 12th was when they finally decided to go search the landfill.
Right.
By then, there was tons and tons and tons of trash.
Yeah.
So I believe the police done messed up because they found that this woman killed her baby, and they figured they'd make her crack and admit to it. And they done messed up. They're not going to find that baby. I used to haul trash. I'm a truck driver. I used to haul trash to the landfill in big old 18-wheelers, and I'd take 3 loads a day. That was just me. That wasn't even any of my other company workers, and that was just one waste management system. That wasn't, the whole town. So they're not going to find this baby.
Right.
They will not find this baby.
Okay.
But anyways, that's all I say. But I believe that babysitter, honestly, I think she did love that baby. And to tell you the truth, whether she's doing right or wrong, she's been taking food out to the protesters and taking drinks to them and letting them use the bathroom. And so I really don't think the babysitter had anything to do with it. I think she...
Oh, the babysitter's helping the protesters, taking drinks to them and letting them use the bathroom and stuff?
Yes, ma'am. I watch the protesters all the time, and she done took food out to them. There's been several, like today, several of the protesters done went and met her personally, and she's told them if they need to use the bathroom, they can use it, and if they need anything sent over there, because a lot of the people that are watching Bullhorn Betty, they're asking how they can send posters for the baby to be hung up all over the place. And so, she's offered them to send posters to the house, and then they can come down and pick it up and hand it to the cars that go by, to have people maybe look at elsewhere. I think really it's a waste of money, because I think they already know that baby's in the dumpster. But my thing here is these police waited way too long because they could have on day one said, hey, this landfill is a crime scene. We're turning this in as a crime scene, and they could have got the judge to cordon off the landfill, and only trucks from that day dump it in a special location like they did this other bull stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But no, the police messed up big time. They're not gonna find that baby, and I doubt that girl's even gonna go to jail. Had it been other people, they'd have done had that hoe done took to jail, because she done tested positive for weed and cocaine in her system. On both her kids. That's why the mother got the child, the kids to deal with. And another thing, Billy Joe needs to go to prison, because she knew that pool was out there. And even the only reason why I don't think they could put Billy Joe in prison for neglect, or they may even be able to charge if they could find the body. Well, if they even found the baby, it's going to be in bones. So Billy Joe's going to get away with neglecting this baby anyways, because let me tell you something. Whenever you own a pool, you have to, if you have to put a fence around the pool to where the children can't get out and get and drown.
Right.
And so if that baby drowned in that pool, then Billy Joe dang sure would be held responsible. So I think that's why she's protecting her daughter, because if her daughter came out and said that the baby drowned in the pool, Billy Joe's going to prison because she did not have a privacy fence from that house to the surrounding of that pool, and she's negligent in that respect.
Mm-hmm. You're right.
The law requires it. The law requires anybody that has a pool, even if you have children or not, you have to have it for neighbors that could, wander in, and then especially she got them kids. And the babysitter did say that her daughter went down there to get the boys and found them in the pool. And she came back and told Diana is her name, Diana McCarta.
Uh-huh.
She said her daughter came back and told her, Mama, the boys are in the pool. And she went and got them kids right away out of the pool because, they was in the pool and wasn't supposed to be, because Zane, the 3-year-old, could open the door, but the baby couldn't. So Zane would open the back door, and that's how they caught them boys in that pool, or the daughter did, the 15-year-old. It was the one that caught them boys in that pool, and she came back to her mom and told her, and she went and got them out of the pool, but the daughter was sound asleep over there. Kids in the pool.
Right.
But anyways, thank you so much for letting me share. I really love your videos, and I'm glad that I found your YouTube channel, and I'll be watching more regularly.
All right. Thank you for sharing.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Well, she shared a lot. Thank you, Sugar Mama. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you so very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
And that is Sugar Mama. Sugar Mama, here's your 2 tickets right here. 590712. You got 2 of them right there. So you guys, hold on. Hey, this is SP. Hello?
Hello.
Yes?
This is Kimberly.
Hey, Kimberly, what's going on?
What's up?
Now, you said something now. We had a caller just called in. So you talked to Ziane's aunt?
Zane's aunt, yes, I did.
Okay, tell us what.
She wouldn't speak out much about anything. She said that her brother was in the courtroom with Leilani the day that she had to go to court about the other 2 children, but he wasn't allowed to say much because of law enforcement. They told him not to. Other than that, she just said with Leilani's drug use and her long history of mental issues, she said she knew it was no good to begin with, and she's been really worried that Leilani's going to be a flight risk. Like, she thinks Leilani's going to leave.
Okay, so they wouldn't let the brother say too much?
No, they're not allowing Zane's father, which is the aunt's brother or whatever, say anything that happened and then disclose anything in court.
Oh, really?
Right. Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know why. But then I also heard the other day when they were sitting in the front yard and the law enforcement came and made them go inside because they were putting themselves at risk. So they said that Leilani on the way in was saying that she had an 8-ball and did anybody want some? And I don't know if she was speaking to protesters or if she was speaking to the people that was in her household. I'm not sure.
Oh, wow.
But I don't feel like, and everybody keeps talking about the back door and how does the baby get out. I don't feel like that should even matter, because if the back door was open from 2:40 to 5:44 a.m. and Danny's seen him at 6 a.m., then that's irrelevant to the case, because Danny's seen him at 6 a.m. So 2:40 to 5:44 means nothing.
Right. I mean, but why would a back door be open from 2:40 and then what? He just leaves the back door open and walk out and go to work?
Well, they said that the brother Paul was there. He could have been out and stepped out and smoking a cigarette. So Michael, the brother, says.
Paul was there?
Yeah, Paul was there. He was also in the house when all this happened.
Get out of here.
Yeah, Paul was in the house.
Yeah, and they're saying that he had stepped outside to smoke. I don't know what he was smoking, but he had stepped outside to smoke, so maybe he left the door cracked. Because Danny, I know, left out the front door, but I've heard that he was going to work at 6 a.m. when the last time he's seen baby Quinton, and then I also heard that he was seen driving around the neighborhood at 8:20 in the morning by the babysitter, driving very slow through the neighborhood, and that he had left around 7-ish. So I don't know when he was supposedly went to work, and he was 17 minutes late, and how he got from, because his job is an hour away from their house. So how he went all the way an hour away and got all the way back by 9 something to call the 911 call was placed, like, and they used his phone. So I don't understand. There's a bunch of stuff that just doesn't make any sense.
Oh, and he works an hour away?
Yes, and supposedly he got to work, was 17 minutes late to work, and then turned right around, I guess, and left work to get all the way back to the house by 9:45 when the 911 call was placed. Because they used his phone. So did he go to work? Did he not?
But the babysitter says she's seen him riding around the neighborhood.
Driving very slowly.
Or was he looking for Quinton then? Or was this way before Quinn was even?
This was at 8:20 in the morning. She's seen him rolling through the neighborhood very slowly. But if he left for work at 6 a.m.
Yeah, he was looking for Quinton.
I'm not sure I don't know. Like I said, I feel like, I don't know, maybe Danny might have walked in on Leilani doing something to hurt this child, and he's just realized like she's lost her mind, and that's why he was running around the neighborhood clearing his mind, and that's why he jumped ship and left state. Like he's like, I don't want to be a part of it. Or maybe he knows more than he's letting on. I'm not sure. But Billy Joe spoke out in her Leilani's brother Michael when they were with their attorney, stating that Leilani wasn't the only one to be held accountable for this, but if it's true that she did what the cops are thinking she's done, that they will make sure she is punished, that the mom will make sure she's punished. I think that Danny is really working with the law enforcement, and that he's been rolled on Leilani.
Oh, wow. You know, Country Diva says she's been saying this for 2 weeks. I'm sorry, Country Diva. I didn't see Paul. I didn't know there was Paul was in the house.
Yeah, he was.
Okay.
I don't know. They're all lunatics, if you ask me. The whole family comes from a long line of craziness. And the babies, I'm just happy the other two got out of there.
So the auntie is the
auntie to Zane, the 3-year-old.
Okay. She believed Leilani done something?
Yes.
Okay.
She said Leilani's been a basket case for a long time. Her mental issues are through the roof, and then when she gets on certain drugs, she's up for multiple days and just is delusional, basically.
What does she think about the? What does she think about the babysitter?
Leilani knows what happened. Like all this is lies, and I feel like they really just left their house the day that they went and got seen at the restaurant was to her and her mother to come up with a plan, because they're so paranoid because they are on these type of drugs. They're paranoid that their house is bugged. They don't want to talk and make a plan of what they're going to do next in that house. So I feel like they keep leaving to make plans. And now they're setting these plans into effect, because 2 days later, here comes Leilani speaking out for the first time. Now Billy Joe's on her side. Like all their energy has shifted from day one. Day one, they went to court separate. Her mom got on the news and was saying that she don't know what her daughter's capable of. You never know. Like just stressing her out basically. And now they're side by side, buddy. You see how because they're getting confident. They're getting confident that Leilani's not going to get caught and that she's going to get away with this. When at first they expected that Leilani, and even Leilani thought she would be in jail already. And now that they're seeing that it's not happening and they're not finding a body, they're feeling like, oh, maybe Leilani will get away with this. And now all of their energies have shifted because they got little pea brains.
Right. Wow.
This all comes down to law enforcement has evidence that they're not releasing to us yet.
Right.
And I really think that evidence is word of the mouth from Danny. I feel like Danny is now working with law enforcement, and that's why he has not been spoke out or been seen since the supposed, polygraph. So I just feel like maybe he's been spoke out, he's working with law enforcement, and that's why he's missing, and that's their evidence. They have it from the horse's mouth,
Yeah. Wow. Thanks
I can't wait to find out.
Yeah, I can't either. You blew my mind. I got to go think about this. You blew my mind when you said that. And I know Country Diva said, SB, she said, I love to talk to you. Girl, I love to talk to you too. I keep putting my number out there. Y'all need to call me.
I just don't understand how Danny is in the same household with this woman and Paul, I guess, and the 3 kids.
And he's saying negative stuff.
But he's not. He didn't see. Like, he says he's seen the kid from 6 a.m. when he left. You know, but if he was, I don't know. I'm just so confused. I feel like he was in this household for this long and he didn't see nothing happening. Like, where was he at?
If Danny was there, Leilani was there, and Paul was there, and the 2 kids was there. Well, 3 kids was there.
Yeah, but if Danny wasn't a part of it, where was he at for him to not know this was going on? He has to have some type of knowledge, or helped her cover it up, or maybe I don't know. He walked in on her doing something to the child, and he's like, I'm scooting, like I'm leaving, bye.
And didn't they take a polygraph test?
Yes. So Danny went into the sheriff's office and came out 5 times. She was seen in there 3 times and walked out, but he passed and she failed. And she had to sit there a few hours after she had failed to get all her phone and all her stuff back, and then she headed home. But he got to leave right away because he passed. So he went back to the house. He hit up a cocaine dealer on the way home. He got to the house with his parents. They popped pills, got drunk, packed the stuff, and left.
Okay, but
I don't understand.
Okay, but what about Paul? Did he take a test?
No.
Oh. Did Billy Joe take a test?
Not that I know of, no. And I just seen today for the first time, Billy Joe's husband speaking out with the news, and he was high as a kite too. He couldn't keep his tongue in his mouth. He was like some type of lizard. Should have seen him.
Oh, he was going.
Made me want to hold my jaw in place.
Oh my God. Well,
It's not funny, it's sad. But
yeah, it is sad. It is.
Man, what was wrong with him?
Well, I was looking at something last night when I was at work, and they only have each other. They understand they're addicted, their addiction. You know what I'm saying?
They have something going on worse than the show Shameless on Netflix. Their family is just dysfunctional.
Right.
But
Okay.
yeah, that's all I really know right now. I've been keeping track. Other than that, I don't feel like they're going to find him in a landfill. I feel like he's definitely close to the property in some type of mossy, like swampy, what do you call that area? Like
a marsh.
Like a marshy area. That's what I really feel. I feel like they need to check across the street from Danny's work. There's a church and there's a swampy like area behind it. I feel like they need to check that. They need to check on Silk Hope Road. There is a if you go over, you don't have to leave their street. You go down that street and you can turn right onto Silk Hope Road. There's a little like dirt road that you can go down, and there's another little marshy area back there. I feel like it's going to be somewhere close, somewhere within like 15 to 17 minutes of the house.
Okay.
They need to check everywhere, not put all their eggs in one basket in that landfill, and you have people spread out looking, because that could have been a wild goose chase that the grandmother sent them on, because she was the first one that brought up the landfill and spoke out about that. She could have been distracting them from placing him somewhere else.
Right.
It could have been, I just don't know. It's a lot.
Right.
Messes me out.
All right. Well, thank you for sharing with us. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Man, all right.
Y'all have a good day.
You too. Wow, you guys. I wasn't meaning to stay on this long. Well, Country Diva, if you want to call in, you can call in. I wasn't planning on staying on this long. Country Diva says, I got the tea. Sip, sip. Country Diva, call in. Y'all, our hours are getting ready to change, so we better get it while we can real quick. Let's get this. Country Diva, call in. Call in and tell us. You got the tea? Tell us you got the tea. You got the tea. Call me. Call me. I'll stay on for a little bit, but I'm getting ready to go because you see my eyes getting sleepy. I got a lot that Kim just shared. You guys, now I heard about Paul, but I didn't know he was in the house. Did y'all know he was in the house? Miss Tina say, please, please. Country Diva, we're waiting. She said, Kim says, I also heard they found the baby's clothes in the neighbor's dumpster, all bleached up. Girl, if you don't stop. You also heard they found the baby's clothes in the neighbor's dumpster, all bleached up. Wow. Why don't they search the trash truck that was supposedly picking up the trash wherever this specified location was? She said, but I'm going to keep it cute and classy. What's that? She all of a sudden taking up for her daughter because she knows. Yeah, there would be evidence, even if it's the blood. It would be evidence. Even the decomposed smell. That's why I think they believe they're going to find the baby. You got to remember, decomposition starts like quick, like within 30, 45 minutes. Listen. How long does it take for decomposition to a body? How long does it take for a body to decompose?
According to Wikipedia, in a temperate climate, it usually requires 3 weeks to several years for a body to completely decompose into a skeleton, depending on factors such as temperature, humidity, presence of insects, and submergence in a substrate such as water.
I wasn't asking that, but now we got that. It takes 3 weeks to several years for a body to completely. But the temperature is a little bit cooler too. She says, give her 5 minutes, you guys. We're going to give her 5 minutes. It's 6:25. Hey, Sarah Jean, what's going on? Everything BJ said, she was told from LE. She wasn't telling people what happened. What she told. Yeah, I know. She was telling what they told her. How did Kimberly say that they found the baby's clothes in the neighbor's trash? Kimberly, I don't know. Kimberly said that, you guys, and I believe her. I ain't got no receipts but Kimberly, but she said that, and I believe her. And water is not good. What's going on, you guys? I ain't forgot about you. It's supposed to start within 24 hours. Yeah, I wanted to know when did it start because I wanted to know. Oh, okay. Lisa just said it starts within 24 hours. Okay, I'm going to take what you say, Lisa. We got another Lisa in the building. Hey, Lisa, the body bloats in water. Yeah, body do bloat in water. A lot of people think Leilani confessed it to BJ, but that wasn't the case. Exactly. I'm going to leave you a text message for later. Okay. Yes, it is. Yes, out of control. Christina said, hello. It's 2 separate dumpsters involved, allegedly. Ashley says that the whole family makes me realize more and more that we are in the end times. 6 Sense says body bloat out of water too. Yes, it does. 6 Sense, it does bloat in water and out of water. I know that for a fact. And 6 Sense told the truth because I found my brother when he passed away and his whole body was bloated. Cheyenne says, Shayna says they have an Amazon wish list. Why? It's fact that while they say they have evidence, he was in a specific dumpster. Oh, that his clothes was in a trash thing, but he wasn't there. I also know for a fact that someone inside the house is leaking information. Hold on. Leaking information and had rolled on Leilani. Oh, okay. Depending on the way you discarded the body. Exactly. Hey, sexy grandma, what's going on? She says, praying for all the babies. Hey, sexy grandma, what's going on? We were waiting on, I got you, sexy grandma, got you in. Sexy grandma. Did anybody, thank you for the super chat. Here's your number right here. It is 590711. There to go right there. We're waiting on a phone call.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, sexy grandma. We appreciate it. Is Country Diva going to call in? Billy Joe is asking for baby things to send to foster homes to grandchildren. Billy Joe is asking for baby things to send to foster home to grandchildren. Oh, for the grandchildren? She should have everything. Uh-oh. My chat just went away. Okay, they say Azalea trailer park, but now they are speaking out about the mobile home part that she used to live in that she knows and in and out. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm going to find that receipt that I was telling you about tonight. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, 1 in a million. Thank you for the musical note in the heart. I waited 5-6 minutes. I mean, I don't blame her for getting all drugged up and drunk. She got to numb herself from feeling the guilt. This case is very similar to Megan. Yeah. And what she did. Yeah. I remember that case. I could see that baby's face. You know, hold on. See, because I have to come in here real quick and let's see. Yes. I don't know, nobody does anything, but I will. Because no. We just need to stay in touch. Yes, please stay in touch. Please, please, please. Still continue to stay in touch. I don't know where. Make sure you keep my number. Make sure you keep my number. Country Diva. Oh, whoa. Thank you for the Poco Ranger. There we go. She came in. She was like, I'm gonna be you the first one, I think. I think you the first one. Yes, you are the first member. All right, Lisa Calhoun. Thank you. We a Poco Ranger now. We got a Poco Ranger in there. You guys, I was gonna stay on longer, but Country Diva, I don't know where she went. She was like, hold on, 5 minutes. And it's been almost 10. We'll stay on 2 more minutes. And she's getting babies ready. Oh, SP, Country Diva getting babies ready for bed. Oh, okay. You gonna hang out with me and try to wait on her? I think the brother is giving information. The Kendra says, if that's true, but I don't think he did anything to the baby. Oh, okay. All right. Hey, this is SP.
Hey, SP. This Hardy.
Yes.
Country Diva getting her kids ready for bed. We can close out.
Oh, she said she's not coming on?
She didn't say that, but it's been a minute. that she wrote it in the chat, and I wrote it to you.
Okay.
Sometimes, you know,
She says, I'm trying. She says, I'm trying. Sorry, I'm getting my kids ready for bed. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
All
We
right.
just need to stay in.
Okay, you guys. I didn't know if she was trying to come on and she was just going to put the kids down or something. Look at the case with Megan. Yeah. The way I feel is whoever is the guilty person or person. All right, you guys, I didn't know if she wanted me to stay on or not, but she said 5 minutes and it's been going on 10 minutes. She said, I say arrest the trio. Exactly. All right, you guys, I'm going to get off of here because we've been on here an hour and a half. But, I don't want to miss if Country Diva got the tea, I don't want to miss it. But staying on here longer, I didn't see the mods. Okay, I see Freddie showed up. I didn't see the mods. They just do whatever. She said, thank you. She said, I appreciate everyone. There's Tina. I've seen Tina being in the building. Thank you, everybody. Guys, we're going to get off here. Thanks, everybody. We're going to have to get some stuff together. But, man, that's a whole bunch of information. I appreciate you guys just talking about it because, yeah. Anyway, I'll see you guys Friday, 5 p.m. Central Time. All right. Like, share, subscribe.
Do you want to know? Well, I've been thinking about you. And I think you'll have to listen. Because the sun is up, it's a beautiful day.
And we won't stop. We will not stop.
Sun. Come, won't you come along? And it feels so right. It's like luck is raining on me. Go and follow your heart. Doesn't matter how far. There is so much love to give. Something's telling me this time. Baby, now
See this? How you cannot go again?
Baby, gotta go. There is so much love to give. Something's telling me it's right.
Neighbors and the
When you
community
came to me,
compelled to
who are
scour
you?
the area.
It's you.